I'd like to start off by just reviewing what we talked about last time in terms of doubles. And then we're going to do the sample hand, the one that I asked you to look at for homework. I think it was on page 49. Very ambitious. I'm very ambitious today. I hope you're ambitious too. I want to teach you Jacoby Transfer. And if we have time, I know I'm squeezing a lot into an hour and a half, I'd like to try to touch on statement convention. So forgive me if I make your head hurt at the end of today. I would like to also remind you that today is our last class for Beginner's Bridge. We are going to continue from where we left off in the Intermediate Bridge, and that is starting next Tuesday. So if you haven't signed up for it and you'd like to, please do. The other thing I wanted to remind you, I think I mentioned this, is I'm doing a beginner's class over at the Plainview Library, and it's starting on Thursday, April 1st, which is why I couldn't make this on Thursday because I'd already committed to Thursdays in Plainview. That's going to be at 11 o'clock, and it's going to cover basically everything we covered here. So if you need to hear it again, you can contact the Plainview Library and see if they still have room. Nothing says that you can't do that and still go to intermediate. If you want to dedicate your week to bridge, that's fine with me. I'd love to see you twice. All right.
And I just ask, when will the
I can only hear one question at a time. What's the question?
When will the handout be available for the intermediate?
I can't feel that.
I don't know.
Janine is going to email them to the registered people either tomorrow or Monday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are we using the same Zoom contact for the Tuesday class that we're using for this one?
It'll be a different class, but you can find it on our event calendar. Just click on the Zoom link there.
Right, you'll just go right into it like you did with this one. Elsa?
Mary, can we pick up the packet at the library?
You're gonna have to ask Janine that. She's handling the packet and she's not in today.
Okay.
So
Okay, thank you.
you can
No,
send her an
she's
email.
been I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can send her an email to ask, or you can call tomorrow. She'll be in tomorrow.
Thank you.
So she's been printing it out for some people?
Yes.
Well, that's very nice.
And what pages for the intermediate will you start with? Because if we don't get them till Monday, we might not.
Okay. If you don't get it, no, you're gonna need that packet because I'm gonna be going over statement for the first class for intermediate, but then I'm doing a review, which you don't have. You're gonna have to, it's the first.
No, I'm saying, will it be pages 1 through 7? Will it be pages?
Oh, what pages in the next packet am I doing?
On Tuesday, so that we can make sure we print out what we need.
Hang on, I have to get that. Hang on.
Just in case we get like.
This is the packet. It's all ready for you guys.
Okay.
We'll be doing pages 1 through. You're gonna hate me already when I tell you how many pages. Oh God, what am I doing to you? 1 through 8.
1 through 8 on the first day. Okay, thank you.
That's in my perfect world.
Yeah, how many pages total? Just curious.
Okay. 40.
Okay, not too bad. And we're
So the
doing,
reason that the first class has so many pages is it's statement and review. If I get through statement today, which I'd really love to, it's going to be fewer pages on the first day.
beautiful. Thank you.
So I'm going to ask if you could possibly hold those questions. I would appreciate it. Let me get through this. So doubling. So we talked about doubling is something you can do when you're in the overcall position. So your opponent opens 1 spade. Sorry, I'm writing something else here. Your opponent opens 1 spade. If you double here, you're east. If you double here, you're not saying, I don't think my opponent is going to make that. Remember that penalty double I taught you? Guys, you're unmuted, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I can't really see the nods because I only see like 5 faces at a time. So just say, yeah, I get it. Or don't say you don't get it if you don't get it. But we learned about the penalty double, which means that your opponents have gone so far up in the bidding that you don't think based on your hand or what you heard from your partner that they're going to make it. So they bid 4 spades and you're sitting there with 5 spades in your hand, which is entirely possible, right? They have 8 spades and you have 5. So you think based on your points and whatever that they're not going to make the contract, or they bid 3 no trump and you've got 4 aces and 2 kings, some crazy thing like that. So then you would double at a higher level. You would double probably at game level, and then you're saying, I don't think they're going to make it. And then your partner is quiet because your partner wants them to play at that level because you just said they're not going to make it, which means that your side will get extra points. But when you double early on, you're not saying, partner, they're not going to make it. You're saying, partner, I have opening points and I cannot overcall. And why can't I overcall? I don't have a 5-card suit. Remember, you need a 5-card suit to overcall. So you're sitting here with opening points and no 5-card suit. But you have to have support in each of the unbid suits. So your opponent opened 1 spade. So let me just make out a hand here that would be, I'm sorry? Somebody said something? Okay. So you've got a 6-4 of spades. I'm going to hold it up in a minute. Ace, king of hearts, ace, king of, ace, king of diamonds, and okay, so that's 8, 11, right. This is what you've got. Your opponent has opened 1 spade. You've got 2 little spades. You've got 4 hearts. These little dashes just mean a little card. I didn't bother to come up with which card. So your opponent opened 1 spade. You've got 4 hearts topped by the ace king. You've got 4 diamonds topped by the ace king. You've got 3 clubs topped by the queen. So here's my question. Do you have opening points?
Yes.
Yes.
You have 16 points, right? 16 points. You certainly have opening points. Do you have 3 to 4 cards in each of the unbid suits?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you overcall in anything?
No,
No trump.
Why not?
because you
You
don't
don't
have
have a 5-card.
5.
You don't have a 5-card suit.
No trump.
So what you do in this case is you say double. And because you doubled at a low level, you could, excuse me, you could give your partner the information that you have opening points, and whatever he bids, you will be able to support. Now, you are the partner, you're West, you're the partner of this guy. Let's say South passes. Now West bids. West must bid. If your partner makes this kind of double called a takeout double, and you know it's takeout because it's at a low level, he's saying to you, partner, I need to know your best suit. And whatever you bid, I have something in it. At least 3 cards. 4 is better. What would be better if it was a singleton spade and there was an extra diamond here. I mean, sorry, extra club here. That would be even better. But this guy has to bid. What if he has no points? Has to bid. The only way he doesn't have to bid is if South comes up with a bid, right? If it's
Right.
1 spade, double, and then South says something, East is not, West is not required to bid.
Got it.
So you wouldn't say 1 trump on that? with
I'm
18
sorry.
points?
Say it again, please.
You wouldn't, as the overcaller, you wouldn't say 1 trump because you have 16 points?
1 no trump?
1 no trump, yeah.
That's a good question. Okay, so he has 16 points and he has a balanced hand, but I don't want him to overcall 1 no trump, which you can do certainly without a 5-card suit, because the suit in which his opponent bid, he's got nothing. He's got nothing. He can't say 1 no trump Because what if this guy is sitting here with 7 spades? Ace, king, queen, jack, blah, 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 blah. And somebody lead, and the opponents lead spades, they could lose 5, 6, 7 tricks right off the bat. So when you overcall in no trump, in 1 no trump or 2 no trump, whatever, you must have something in the suit in which your opponents bid. Because remember, you're overcalling in no trump, you've heard a bid from your opponents, right?
Yeah.
You know what their good suit is. Make sure you have something in that suit called a stopper. Any questions about that? Now, on the other hand, if this ace, king, blah, blah was in spades, and this 6-4, let's say, was in clubs, he might be able to overcall 1 no trump because he has something in the opponent's suit. Okay? So remember, this is forcing for your partner unless there's another bid from your opponent. Any questions about doubles? There are other kinds of doubles in bridge. We haven't learned about them yet. I don't know if we will get to learn about them, but the 2 bids that I want you, the 2 most common doubles are a penalty double. Opponents, I don't think you're going to make it, or a takeout double. This is by far the most common double, which says, I don't have the ability to overcall. I don't have a 5-card suit, but I do have 3 to 4 cards in each of the unbid suits, the suits that my opponents haven't bid.
And this is only after, you could only do this really in the first round. You wouldn't do that in the second or third round?
You mean a takeout double?
Yeah, you could.
Well, a takeout double
Like,
is a double that you make when your partner hasn't bid. So
Got it.
it would be unusual that you would have opening points and you would go 2 or 3 rounds.
I
and
understand.
neither you or your partner has bid.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. All right. So if there's no other questions about doubles, let's take a look at page 49 and look at that hand. And we said that East was the dealer. Let me give you a second to find it.
Marvin? She's going for the hand. Come in.
How's everybody today? Good? All right. So East has 13 points. Does not have a 5-card major, opens the better of 2 minor suits, which is 1 club. Actually, clubs aren't really better than diamonds, but remember when you have no 5-card major and you have 2 minor suits of equal length, if they're both 3, it's the clubs. If they're both 4, it's the diamonds. Everybody remember that?
Yes.
Okay, good. So it's a 1 club opening. South is in the overcall position. South does not have a suit to overcall. How many points does South have?
18.
18 points.
Hmm.
South could say 1 no trump, but that would be a little off because that's 15 to 17 points. But South has a really good double. And she really kind of wants to double because doesn't she want to hear from her partner when she has 18 points?
Mm.
If she says 1 no trump, her partner could pass. But if she says double and there's no bid from her opponent, her partner's forced to bid. And that's what she wants to hear with 18 points. She wants to hear what her partner has because she's got so many points, but she doesn't really have a suit. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, so it's 1 club by East and double by South. Double doesn't mean 13 points. It means at least 13 or 12 or 13 points. West, obviously, with 2 points is going to pass. And once West passes, East doesn't bid anymore because she only has 13 points. And when West passed, what did West say to her partner? I don't even have 6 points to show you. Right?
Yeah.
Remember, you need 6 points to respond. So East is saying, as soon as West passed, East says, well, if I only have 13 and my partner doesn't even have 6, we are not going anywhere. So they're done. So now it's up to North. Because there was no bid from West, North must respond. Remember we said that?
Yes.
The double. So North is required to show her best suit, which is clearly
Diamonds.
diamonds. So she will say 1 diamond. and east is done. So now South is going to show her 18 points. Can South respond to the diamonds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She could, because her partner may only have 4. Her
Mm.
partner may be bidding her diamonds because it's her best suit, but it may only be a 4-card suit. So I'm a little reluctant to respond to diamonds with only 3. Stop me if you don't understand what I'm saying.
Mhm.
So South really should bid no trump on her next bid, but what level?
Mm.
Now, I don't think we've had a lesson on what do you do on your second bid opener. I think that's going to come up in the next round of classes. When we talk about minimum hands and medium hands and maximum hands, that's not familiar to you, right? We haven't covered that.
No.
We're going to cover that. We're going to cover that in our Tuesday class. So South now is going to jump a level. That's how you show extra points. So instead
Okay.
of saying 1 no trump, South is going to say 2 no trump. Partner, I can't support you. I have a very no trumpy kind of hand, but if I say 1 no trump, I'm saying I'm bidding minimum. I'm climbing up that ladder slowly. I don't have a lot of points. So I'm going to jump up 1 level. And we're going to learn that that shows about 17 or 18 points. So it
And
goes, let me just finish and
question?
then I will take questions. Let me finish, I'll go back to questions. So that, oh, I'm hearing an echo. Do you guys hear an echo?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna mute everybody and wait just one moment and I'll unmute you. Or you have to unmute yourself.
Do you still hear an
Okay.
echo?
No,
No.
somebody's
Good.
got to,
Somebody must have 2 devices on.
right.
Okay, so let me just continue and then if you have questions, we'll take a moment and I can
Okay.
invite you to unmute, but if you could just stay muted for a little bit. All right, so here's the thing. So South jumps to 2 no trump to show extra points. North is going to say, okay, my partner jumped, showing extra points, 17, 18 points. North says, well, I've got 7 points in my hand. I've got 7 high card points in my hand. Plus I've got an extra point for the extra diamond. We have enough points to go to game. 7 plus 18 is 25. I think North will go to 3 no trump. And that is the bid that I would suggest. So if it's 3 no trump, that makes South the declarer, right? Because remember she bid 2 no trump first. So if North is the dummy, West is going to be on lead.
I have a question about the bidding.
Yes.
Okay, so am I understanding correctly that if South had this kind of hand with 3 and 4 and not 5 cards, but only 13 points, she would say 1 no trump?
No,
Because,
no. She would double.
no. The next bid. The next bid.
Oh, yes,
Right.
yes. All right. So
then
let
she
me,
would say,
okay. So let me just clarify. I don't want to spend too much time on this because like I said, it's a lesson in the next cycle. But if South had a minimum hand, it would have gone 1 club by East, double by South, still doubling, pass by West, 2 diamonds by, 1 diamond by North, pass by East, and 1 no trump by
Right.
South.
okay,
One last thing on this, is the 2
Very
no
good.
trump bid by South also, in addition to points, isn't it inviting a game?
Yes,
I figured so, okay.
yes. All right, so the contract is 3 no trump. West is going to be on lead. West has heard only one thing. She has only heard a spade bid from her, a club bid from her partner. Clubs happens to be one of her 2 longer suits. So she's going to lead her partner's suit. Remember to always, when you're on lead, if you've heard a bid from your partner, lead your partner's suit. She's going to lead the 2 of clubs and the dummy comes down. If you'd like to unmute yourself, please go ahead, but I'm going to ask you to let me just go through this. And if I do hear an echo, I'm going to say anybody who has 2 devices, please turn one off.
Can you tell why 2 instead of the 10, the highest? Why lowest instead of
Because
the
you,
highest?
because in no trump, you lead fourth down from your longest and strongest.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so South is declarer, she makes her plan. When you're playing in a no trump contract, declarer, when she makes her plan, counts her winners. In a suit contract, you count your losers. Because you can't count your winners in a suit contract because you're not sure what your winners are going to be because somebody could trump them, right? All right, so how many sure winners does she have? Let's go suit by suit. In spades, she has 2 sure winners, the ace and the king. After that, and that doubleton in spades that she has doesn't help her in no trump. The doubleton that she has in the dummy doesn't help her because she can't trump it, right? We're in no trump. So 2 sure winners in spades. In hearts, she only has 1 because she's got the jack and the 10, but that could be wiped out by her opponent's king and queen.
Mhm.
With me, guys?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Now in diamonds, she's got more than 1 sure winner because she's got the ace, she doesn't have the king, but she's got the queen, the jack, the 10, or the 9. And even if she loses one of those cards to the king, let's say she loses the queen of diamonds to the king, she's got the ace, the jack, the 10, and the 9 with it. So I'm looking at like 4 tricks in diamonds.
Yeah.
Right, guys? Does
Mhm.
everyone see that? Okay, so we're saying 4 tricks in diamonds, 1 trick in hearts is 5, 2 tricks in spades is 7, and 1 definite trick in clubs is 8. That's not the 9 tricks that she needs. So she's got to pull another trick out of somewhere. What's the best suit? What's her best chance of making another trick? And what suit is her best chance of making another trick?
Diamonds.
It would be diamonds because that's the one she's got the most of. So when you're playing in a suit contract, you want to find shortness so you can trump. When you're playing in a no trump contract, you want to find long suits. So once the opponents have given up all their cards in that suit, you can make tricks with smaller cards. And I appreciate the people who are nodding to me because it means that they get it. And thank you very much. And the person who's smiling at me now knows that I'm talking about her. Okay, so yes, diamonds is the way to make that extra trick. So if the 2 of clubs gets led, do not come back with aces and no trump. Make them work to get that ace out. Because once you get rid of that ace, that's your stopper in that suit that keeps them from running that suit. So you're going to play low on that club. East is going to play her highest card because you've got to play high. Third hand plays high. She's going to play the king. And now she has the lead. Oh, and South will play the lowest club, the 5 of clubs. Okay. So she lost her first trick. East has the lead. Now remember, does East see north or south when she looks at the table?
North.
North.
She sees north. So what suit would you like her to lead to? Look at her hand and look at north. What suit do you want her to play?
Spades.
Spades. It's her best suit. So I think I'd like her not to lead the 2. Let's have her lead the 9. Because what she's hoping to do is force out her opponent's ace or king, maybe make her queen or jack good, right? Down the line. So let's have her lead the 9 of spades. If South plays low, who gets the trick?
The queen, the east,
East and west.
East will get the trick.
yeah, with the queen.
West isn't going to beat her partner's 9. If East leads the 9 and South plays low, I know you might have heard second hand low, but not in every case. If South plays low on the 9 of spades, look what's in the dummy. Is West going to beat the 9 with the 10?
No.
No reason to. All that's left on the board is 6 and 3. So if East plays the 9 and South plays low, that 9 will carry the trick. See that? So South can't do that. South can't let a 9 win the trick. So South is going to play the king on it, or the ace. And she will not touch spades again, because all she's got is those 2 stoppers. So she's going to take either the ace or the king, I don't care. And West will play a low spade. And of course, North will play, South will ask North to play either the 6 or the 3. It doesn't really make much of a difference. So now South has control. She's in her hand. What's the suit I want her to play as soon as possible?
Diamonds.
Diamonds. Unfortunately, she's not where she needs to be to do the finesse. What I'd like her to do is lead the queen of diamonds from North. Have we talked about finesses?
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
No, we have.
we have talked about finesses.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
remember.
I think she's gonna lead a low diamond. It's not a finesse, but she has no choice. So she leads a low diamond from her hand. I know she's gonna lose to the king, but then all her other diamonds are gonna be good. A low diamond, a 2. West plays the 8 or the 7. North can play either the queen, the jack, the 10 or the 9. They're all the same, right?
Mhm.
And East will come back with the king of diamonds. That's 2 tricks she's lost. What's East gonna play now?
I think
Another
she should play
spade.
spade.
Another spade. Right, she's pushing the spades.
Right, she's pushing the spades, right?
Right. Now she knows that South doesn't have the 10. She knows her partner has the 10, because if South had had the 10, she would have played it.
Mm.
She would have played it on her 9. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yes.
She would have played it on her 9. So she knows that she doesn't have to lead that jack to get out her opponent's ace, because her opponent will have to play that ace on a 2, because her partner has the 10. So she's going to play a low spade, the 2 of spades. South's going to beat it. She has no choice. She has to beat it. So she'll play either the ace or the king, whichever one she didn't play the first time. West plays low, and she plays her other spade from North. Now, goes back to diamonds. She lost the first diamond trick. That's okay. Where is she now? Where did she win that trick? In her hand. Remember the aces or king of spades? So she plays the ace of diamonds. And a round of diamonds goes around. She still has 1 more diamond in her hand. She plays it and goes up to the dummy. And she gets 4 diamond tricks. I'm sorry, wait a minute. The ace is low, the king. She gets 3 more tricks in the dummy. So she now won 4 diamond tricks, right? She's got 4 diamond tricks. She's got the ace and king of spades. It's time to finesse. I'm sorry?
Doesn't she get 5 diamonds?
She got the ace. The little one goes off. She lost the king. Nope, 4. Remember, she lost the king of diamonds.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. So she gets 4 diamond tricks. She gets the ace and king of spades is 7. And she gets the ace of clubs, which is 8, but she's got to get, oh, and she gets the ace of hearts, which is 9. Right? Ace and king of spades is 2. Ace of hearts is 3. Ace of diamonds is, 4 diamonds is 7. Oh, no, she needs another trick.
King.
She gets ace and king of spades is 2. 1 heart, 1 in the hearts is 3. 4 in the diamonds is 7. And 1 in the clubs is 8. She needs another trick. And the only way she's going to do it is through the hearts. So she leads a low heart. East plays low. She plays the 10. And West plays the queen. And you know what? She can be defeated. At this point, she can be defeated because West can play back a spade and she can't stop it. So she can actually go down if West plays back a spade. You see that?
Yes.
And that's what West will do. So this is a defeatable contract. Unfortunately, if West didn't have the queen, if the queen of hearts was sitting in East, she would have made it. She would have made it, but okay, so that's that hand. Oh, it's already a half an hour done. All right, so good defense can defeat a contract. Let's take a look at Jacoby Transfer. Did you get a chance to read it?
Yes.
What page is it on?
50. It's the very next page. So Jacoby Transfer, let me just set this up for you. We've talked about responses. We've talked about responses when your partner opens in a minor suit. And what did we say you do when your partner opens in a minor suit? You show your major suit, right? You show them your 4-card major. Partner opens 1 club, 1 diamond. If you have a 4-card major, you bid it. If you have 2 4-card majors, 4 clubs and 4 hearts, you come back in the hearts first. We've talked about that. If your partner opens in a major, you're going to show him if you have support for his major. If you don't, you might bid no trump, or you might bid a minor suit, depending on how many points you have. But what we haven't talked about is what if your partner opens 1 no trump or 2 no trump? How do you show him something there? That's what we're going to talk about today. So, what is your goal in playing bridge? In terms of, do you want to play in a major suit, a minor suit, or no trump, if at all possible? What is
Major
your
suit.
major suit every time? So, if your partner opens in no trump, does that eliminate the possibility of playing in a major suit?
No, not at all.
No.
All you know when they open 1 no trump or 2 no trump is that they don't have a 5-card major, but they could have a 4-card major, right?
Right.
Or they could have 3 cards in a major suit and you could have 5. So if you have 5 cards in a major suit and your partner has opened 1 no trump or 2 no trump, you want to show him that you have 5 cards in a major suit. So let's go over this. Let's say you're South and North opens 1 no trump. Your partner North opens 1 no trump. And you're sitting there with 5 hearts. And let's say you were to say 2 hearts.
Okay.
This is not how Jacobi Transfer works, but let's say your partner opens 1 no trump and you say 2 hearts because you have 5 hearts. And it ends up that you have a fit in hearts and you end up playing in 4 hearts. Who's the dummy?
South, north.
North,
If you bid the hearts first, he would be the dummy, right?
right,
Oh.
right.
He's the one with all the points. That hand would be on the table for everybody to see.
So you don't want that, right?
That's
You
not
don't
good.
want that.
No.
No, you don't want that. You don't want to give away all the secrets. So what you love it is if your hand was on the table. You would like it that the weak hand is on the table and the strong hand is hidden from everybody. But that would mean that your partner, the one who opened 1 no trump, he'd have to bid you a suit. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how
So
would
you're
he know?
sitting there with 5 hearts. Your partner has opened 1 no trump. And what you'd love him to do is on his next bid for him to bid your suit. Well, how are you going to get him to do that? You could sit there and go like this and give him a clue. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Or if you want him to bid spades, because it's a major suit, get out a shovel and start, digging. But you can't do that. So Jacobi Transfer is a way of giving a clue to your partner as to what major suit you'd really like him to bid. And this is the way it works. North opens one, it doesn't have to be North, it could be East, it could be anybody. Opens one, no trump. Your opponent passes. You're looking at 5 hearts in your hand. This is to be used when you have 5 cards in a major suit and your partner has opened 1 no trump or 2 no trump. Okay, so now instead of bidding your hearts or your spades, you bid the suit that is right under your suit on the bidding scale. So think about the bidding scale. What suit is right under hearts on that ladder?
Diamond.
Diamond.
Diamonds. So when he says 1 no trump, if you were to say 2 diamonds as a response, you are not saying that you have diamonds. You are saying that you have hearts, and specifically 5 hearts. I know it's funny, James, but that's the way it works.
It seems to me on this then that you're saving the partner a round of not bidding. This way he can bid when he.
No,
he can make a
let me
better bid.
finish and then
Right,
let me
okay.
finish and I think I know what you're saying. So he says 1 no trump. Partner, I have 15 to 17 high card points. I have a balanced hand. I don't have a 5 card major. Pass. I'm sorry, pass. 2 diamonds. Partner, I have 5 hearts. Well, how does he know that you're not bidding diamonds? Because that bid always means the same thing. A 2 diamond response to a 1 no trump opening bid can only mean one thing. It means I have 5 hearts, not 4 hearts, not 3 hearts, 5 hearts.
What about points?
You don't need any points at all. We're going to go over that. For this
What
initial
happens-
bid, you can do it with no points.
What
And 5
happens-
garbage diamonds.
Let me get through the whole thing and then I'll take questions, because I guarantee you whatever you're asking, I'm going to be addressing. So 1 no trump, 2 diamonds. Partner, I have 5 hearts. It's back to him. Now this doesn't work if there's been bidding by your opponents. This only works if your opponents haven't bid anything yet. So now it's up to your partner to bid because your opponents have passed. He is going to bid your suit. He says 1 no trump. You say 2 diamonds. He says 2 hearts. He has transferred to your suit. That's why it's called Jacobi Transfer. What if he doesn't like hearts? Too bad. Does he have to have hearts? Can you count on him for hearts?
No.
How many hearts
No.
can you count on him for?
3,
3.
2.
2.
2.
Remember, you can open 1 no trump with a doubleton.
Oh.
Right.
So he could have as few as 2 hearts, but he better not have a singleton. Because he has no business opening 1 no trump with a singleton. Remember that? Right. So you have a minimum of 7 hearts. So let's talk about spades. And then we'll talk about what to do next. Partner opens 1 no trump. You look down at your hand and you see 5 spades. Don't worry about points because the points don't matter at this point. Points don't matter at this point. What do you think your bid is after partner opens 1 no trump?
Seems it should be 2 hearts.
It seems that way because it is.
Oh, perfect.
Right.
You will bid the suit that is under your suit in the bidding scale. So when you have spades, you bid hearts. When you have hearts, you bid diamonds. That's all you have to remember. When it comes back to him, what does he have to bid?
2 spades.
Like it or not.
No,
Like
2
it
spades.
or not. You
What-
cannot say, I don't like the spades.
What is it? How do you say, if you reply, 1 no trump, reply, 2 spades, what would that's something different, isn't it? No.
That is not, that
Right.
is something different.
So you could do it with diamonds, hearts, and spades.
That's it.
Got
No,
it.
no,
Okay.
no.
Got it. Okay,
It is only to show a 5-card major.
got
You
it,
bid diamonds to show the hearts, you bid hearts to show the spades.
got it.
1 no trump, 2 hearts. Partner, I have 5 spades. 5 has to be 5. And he will bid the spades. What happens next? We're going to go into, but I want to cover the page. So if you have a
What
pencil
what if your
or a pen,
spades are all low? What if your spades
Irrelevant.
are all low?
irrelevant. You're showing the suit,
Length of the spade.
showing the suit. If all your spades are low and he's got 2 spades, they're probably not also low.
Yeah, but maybe he has a huge, tremendous run in hearts or.
Then he
or
would have
clubs.
opened hearts. Then he would have opened hearts.
Okay.
He opened no trump. Remember that?
Yeah,
He's not going to have a tremendous run in hearts because he wouldn't have opened no trump. Okay, let's take a look at page 50. And if you have a pencil, I'd like you to just not call out the answer and just fill it in. Today, we're learning about Jacoby Transfer, named after a famous bridge player named Oswald Jacoby, by the way, in case you ever go on Jeopardy. This convention used when the opener bids 1 no trump and his partner has a major suit of at least 5 cards. You could do it with 6 cards too, or 7 cards, but it's at least 5. The responder wants to show his 5-card major suit, minimum 5-card major, but he does so in an unusual way. He actually bids the suit under his suit in the bidding scale. In other words, instead of bidding 2 hearts, he bids 2 diamonds. Instead of bidding 2 spades, he bids 2 hearts. The opener, the one who bid 1 no trump, will then bid the correct suit, the suit the responder actually has. So far, so good?
Yes.
In other words, opener bids 1 no trump. Responder has 5 hearts. Please don't call out the answer. He bids, write down what he bids. Opener bids 1 no trump. Responder has 5 hearts. He bids blank. Opener, this is assuming that there's no bids from the opponents. Opener will then bid, put down, please don't call out, what the opener would then bid. And we'll talk about what happens next in a little bit. Opener, next case, opener bids 1 no trump. Responder has 5 spades. He bids, write it down. And then when it gets back to opener, who said 1 no trump, he will now bid whatever. We're going to keep going. I'll tell you when we're going to go over it. By the way, the Jacoby transfer can be used when responder has any amount of points, even 0. And the reason for that is, and I put big letters, it's preferable to play in a suit contract over no trump. Believe it or not, no trump is the hardest thing to play. Why? You can't trump anything. It can work the same way when opener opens with 2 no trump and partner has a major suit of at least 5 cards. Remember, a 2 no trump opening bid is the same thing as a 1 no trump opening bid, but instead of showing a balanced hand at 15 to 17 high card points, you're saying a balanced hand with 20 or 21 high card points. Nod, if you got it, yes, yes, okay. You can also use Jacobi transfer if your partner opens 2 no trump. You still show your 5-card major by bidding the suit right under your real suit in the bidding scale. And then the opener will bid the partner's suit. In other words, opener bids 2 no trump, 2 no trump. Responder has 5 hearts. Please don't call out. He bids blank. Opener then bids blank. If opener bids 2 no trump and responder has 5 spades, responder will bid and opener will then bid Ready to go over it?
Yes.
Say yes, even if you don't mean it.
Yeah.
Okay. Opener bids 1 no trump. Responder has 5 hearts. Now you can sing it out, Louise. Opener bids 1 no trump. Responder has 5 hearts. He bids
2 diamonds.
2 diamonds.
2 diamonds. Opener will then bid.
2 hearts.
Okay. Opener bids 1 no trump. Responder has 5 spades. He bids.
2 hearts.
Opener then bids.
2
spades.
What if he doesn't like it? Tough. Okay. When opener bids 2 no trump, responder has 5 hearts. He bids.
3
diamonds.
Nobody said 2 diamonds. Good. Can't bid 2 diamonds over 2 no trump. All right. So 3 diamonds in that case would show the 5 hearts. Opener will then bid.
4 hearts.
Ooh. Opener bids 2 no trump. Responder has 5 hearts. he will say
Three hearts.
three diamonds. When it gets back to opener, what does he say?
3 hearts.
Three hearts, not 4 hearts.
3 hearts.
There's a couple of reasons why he won't say 4 hearts. Number one, how many points does the responder have? Could have 0.
Right.
You have 20, 21, and your partner has 0. How are you going to play 4 hearts with that? You need 26 points to play 4 hearts, right?
Yes.
Second situation is if you only have 2 hearts and the responder has 5, you're also playing with only 7 cards in that suit. You can't jump to game unless you have 26 points and 8 hearts. But you will say 3 hearts because you have to go to hearts. If opener bids 2 no trump and responder has 5 spades, responder will bid
3 hearts.
3 hearts.
and the opener will then bid.
3
Spades.
spades.
That's the transfer. Okay, we got that part down. All right, ready to go on. Why do we do this seemingly crazy thing? Here's why. If responder bids his actual 5-card major and it ends up being trump, the 1 or 2 no trump opening hand will end up being the dummy hand and will be on the table for all to see. That's how I started this off, right?
Right.
You all get that. That will make defense so much easier for the opponents by transferring the bid to the opener. In other words, saying, here, you bid it. The weaker hand becomes the dummy. Everyone understands why it's the word transfer. What happens next? Why is there an asterisk there? I have no idea. What happens next depends on how many cards there are in responder's suit. If you have 6 cards when you bid the suit under your suit, then you know there's a golden fit. So if opener bids 1 no trump and I say 2 hearts, indicating that I have 5 spades.
Yeah.
But I actually have 6 spades. I know for a fact that we need to end up in spades because my partner has at least 2. Did you get that?
Yeah.
If I only had 5 spades when I did this, I'm not 100% sure that we belong in spades because he might only have 2. On the other hand, let's talk about from the opener's point of view. I say 1 no trump. I've got 3 spades in my hand. Certainly can bid 1 no trump with 3 spades. My partner says 2 hearts. Oh, I know he has 5 spades. Do I know there's a fit? I do, because I have 3. But if I only have 2 spades, I'm not sure if there's a fit. He might only have 5. You understand that so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have 6 cards in that major suit, you know there's a fit. So here's what happens. Let's talk about the points this guy has. Remember I said you could do it with 0? Don't worry about the paper. I'll show you everything. Let's say he's got 0, 5, 6, up to 8 points. Up to 8 points, he cannot be sure there's a game. So if he says 1 no trump, he says 2 hearts, partner, I have 5 spades. As soon as he transfers to spades, there's no more bidding. He's going to stop bidding because he has a weak hand. He's got it in the suit that he wants. He's not going to bid anymore. I'm actually on page 41. But what if he has 9 points? Let's give him 9 points and 5 spades. Is there a good chance that they have game? Okay, so this guy opened 1 no trump. He's got 15 to 17 high card points, right? And he opens 1 no trump. And this guy his partner has 5 spades. So he says 2 hearts. He comes back to him. He says 2 spades because he knows what that 2 heart bid meant. Whatever he does next is going to depend on how many points he has. If he's got 3 points in his hand, he's not going to bid anymore because he knows he's got a maximum of 17 points. So as soon as the opener transfers to spades, He's done. He says pass on his next bid. Everyone see that?
Yes.
He does the same thing with 6 points. Because again, he's got a maximum of 17 points. So if he only has 6 points, it'll be 1 no trump, 2 hearts, partner, I have 5 spades, 2 spades, pass. We can't go anymore. If he has 7, even 8 points, he's probably going to pass because that means they have a maximum of 25 if he has 8 points. But if he has 9 points, then there's a chance at game. That means if he has 9 points, together they have 24 to 26 points. Do you see that?
Yes.
If he has 9 points, this opening bid of 1 no trump promised 15 to 17 points. So he knows that they have, add 9 to this, 24 to 26 points. So he's going to bid again. He's not going to pass with 9 points. What is he going to do? Well, he has some choices. He could repeat the spades. It could go 1 no trump, 2 hearts, 2 spades, 3 spades. He could push the spades with 9 points. But what is he saying? He's saying, I know there's a fit. Remember when you bid the same suit as your partner, you're saying, I know there's a fit. How many spades would he have to know there's a fit?
6.
He'd have to have 6 because this guy might only have 2. So what if he has 9 points, but he doesn't have 6 spades? He only has 5. Should he pass?
No.
No.
2 no trump.
2 no trump.
Right. That's a.
Remember, you bid no trump when you're not sure if there's a fit, but you want to keep bidding. 1 no trump. I've got 15 to 17 points. I don't have a 5-card major. Oh, I erased it. 2 hearts. I've got some amount of points and a 5-card major. My major is spades. 2 spades. Okay, partner, I'll bid your suit. 2 no trump. I want to keep bidding. I think we might have game, but I only have 5 spades. I'm not sure we have a fit. Getting this?
Mhm.
Now it goes back to opener. What he's going to do is going to be dependent on how many spades he has. So if he in fact has only 2 spades, he's going to accept the no trump. And he can do one of 2 things. He can either pass on 2 no trump or go to 3 no trump. So I'm going to ask you, what would make him pass on 2 no trump?
15.
He only
points.
has 2 spades.
He only has 2 spades, but what about his points?
15.
There's only 15.
Good for
15.
you. He has a 15-point hand.
Then he
His
passes.
partner is saying, remember when you get an invitation? An invitation means if you've got the minimum, partner, that you needed to make your bid, stop bidding. But if you've got a little bit more, you go to game. So 1 no trump by opener, 2 hearts by responder, 2 spades, 2 no trump. Sorry, I have 9 points, but I only have 5 spades. You better decide what to do. He says, okay, I only have 2 spades. I'm not going to bid spades. We don't have a fit in spades. Because if you had 6 spades, you'd have bid the spades again. You're bidding no trump because you only have 5 spades. And I only have 15 points. So your bid showed 9 points, 15, 9, 24. We're going to stop bidding. You getting it? Making sense? Okay, let's give North a different scenario. He still only has 15 points, but he has 3 spades. So when responder says 2 no trump, if he's got 3 spades, does he like no trump?
No,
No.
spades.
No, because there's a fit in spades. He knows he's got 5 and he's got 3. So he'll switch it back to spades. He'll say 3 spades on the 2 no trump. Okay, let's take another scenario. Opens 1 no trump. He's got 17 points, not 15, right? Same bid for 15, 16, or 17 points. Opener says 1 no trump with 17 points. Responder says 2 hearts with 5 spades. Opener doesn't know how many points his partner has, but he's going to find out. Okay, he comes back and says 2 spades because he has to bid his partner's suit. Comes back to responder. He says 2 no trump. Partner, I only have 9 points. Because if I had less than 9 points, I'd pass. I have 9 points. I only have 5 spades. He's got 3 spades. He's going to switch back to spades, right?
Yes.
Because there's a fit now. But he has 17 points. Remember, he opened with 17 in this case, and he's got 9. So is
You
he
gotta
going to
go to
say
game,
3
3 no
spades,
trump.
or is he
Yeah,
going to
4
say 4
spades.
spades?
4 spades, go to
4
game.
spades. He knows there's enough points for game, 26, and he knows there's enough spades because he's got 3 and he's got 5. It's going to get clearer. I know it's a little confusing now. Okay, let's take another scenario. 1 no trump by opener. Responder has 10 points. 10 points.
Respond to us.
Responder has 10 points. He knows there's game, right? Okay, so when opener said 1 no trump, responder said 2 hearts. Same thing that he would do if he had no points. He's just showing a 5-card major. 1 no trump, 2 hearts, 2 spades. I'm sorry, 2 spades. Time for responder to bid. He's got 10 points. He knows they have game. What does he do if he only has 5 spades?
3 no trump.
3 no trump. He's got 10 points and 5 spades. So let's talk about why 3 no trump. Again, 1 no trump, 2 hearts, I've got 5 spades, 2 spades, I bid your suit, 3 no trump. He bid no trump because he wasn't sure there was a fit in spades because he only had 5. He bid 3 no trump because he's got 10 points and his partner promised at least 15.
And that's game.
And that's game.
That's game.
Now, if the partner
Now,
had,
now, if the opener has 3 spades, he doesn't have to leave it in 3 no trump. He can then bid 4 spades because he knows there's 8 spades between them and they have the points. How does he know how many points he has? Because he jumped to game.
yeah,
He wouldn't do that unless he had 10 points. You're not jumping to game with 3 points, knowing there's 15 to 17 here. Is it starting to make some sense?
Yes.
I hope.
little,
I hope.
yeah.
Okay. So let's take another scenario. Same 10 points, but this time responder has 6 spades. 1 no trump by opener. 2 hearts, I have 5 spades. 2 spades, I'm bidding your suit. Let's come back to him. He's got 6 spades and 10 points. What's his next bid?
4 spades.
Say 3.
4
4
spades.
spades. 4 spades, yeah. 4 spades.
3 spades is an invitation. Partner, I don't have quite enough. Why is he going to 4 spades? Do they have the 26 points they need if he's got 10?
Yes.
Yes. He's got 15 to 17. He's got 10. Do they have enough spades?
Yeah.
Yes, because he has 6 spades and he has to have 2 to have open 1 no trump.
But that's only 25 points, 15.
Okay.
if-
It's 25, 26 points to make 4 spades.
Okay.
I wouldn't hesitate with 10 points. My partner opens 1 no trump. I've got 10 points. We're going to game.
If that person, instead of bidding 4 spades, bid 3 no trump, you're not
Then
giving.
he'd be saying he only has 5 spades.
Exactly. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yes, that was the example I showed you just before this.
Okay. Yep. Got it.
Okay, we're getting it?
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think we're gonna do Stamen. I don't think so. I think it would totally confuse you at this point, but we'll see. Let's take a look.
And
Yes, yes,
maybe this is not the right time to ask this question.
I'll let you know.
What if- Okay, so partner opens one no trump. He opens one no trump.
Uh-huh,
I don't have a 5-card major.
uh-huh,
I have a 5-card minor.
uh-huh. And how many points do I have?
I'm going to give you 6 points.
Okay.
Hmm.
So does everyone understand the scenario that you gave?
Yeah,
All right. Remember before, I think it was Michael who said, what happens if you bid 2 spades on top of your partner's one no trump
Yes.
opening? There is something called a minor transfer. If you have 5 cards in a minor suit and your response then would be 2 spades. I don't like it. I like to use the transfer only for major suits. What I like is if my partner and I have a fit in a minor suit, but we have the other suits covered, meaning that there's something in it, high cards in the other suits, I'd rather play a no trump.
Okay.
So if you say one no trump and I'm sitting there with 10 points and a nice minor suit, but I've got like relatively balanced hand, I will say 3 no trump. Does everyone understand why I'll say 3 no trump with 10 points over her 1 no trump? 1 no trump. I've got 10 points. We've got 25, 26, or 27 points.
Go to
We
game.
don't have a 5-card major. We don't have a fit in a major suit. I'm going to go with game and no trump. Just
Okay.
think of no trump as where you go when you don't have a fit in a major suit. It is the elephant's graveyard for bridge. All right. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
And you're welcome. And remember, if your opponents have overcalled, Jacoby transfer is. So if he opens one no trump and this guy bids over the one no trump, he overcalls one no trump, that 2 hearts doesn't mean what it
The
did with
same
Jacoby
thing, yeah.
transfer. It just means hearts. So if there's an intervening bid before you have a chance to use Jacoby transfer, your bids are going to be what they call natural, which means you're just going to bid what you really have. No fancy stuff.
So
Okay,
Is that true also if the West would bid?
very good question. So one no trump has 2 hearts and he bids.
Two
It
spades.
depends. I mean, how's he going to bid 2 spades if she bids, let's say 3 diamonds,
Hmm.
right? So I guess it would have to be natural. His bid would be natural too. But here's the thing. If he opens one no trump and I bid something and he passes and I bid something, is it likely he's going to open up the bidding at level 3?
No,
Like it goes
No.
1 no trump, 2 hearts, and now he's going to say 3 of
No.
something,
no.
the 2
he's not
spades all
going
by
to.
himself.
No.
Right.
That's unlikely.
Yeah.
But the
What
answer
about
is if he did,
They
your
are-
bid would be natural.
What
Yes?
about a double? If
What about a
West-
double? Okay,
Right.
so a double of 1 no trump,
No, to West. If
One no
West said
trump.
double,
okay, 1 no trump pass, 2 hearts double.
correct.
If he did, he could still say 2 spades.
A double and a pass are not a bid.
A pass is not a bid. A double is a bid, but it's not a bid on the bidding scale.
That's
It's a
right,
bid that
okay.
can't become a contract.
That's why North could continue the bidding with the double.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. The bidding continues after a double. The double would have to be followed by 3 passes for the
Right.
double to stick.
Okay.
All right.
Tell me
Okay.
one last thing about clubs. I'm still confused. How to handle when you have a lot of clubs. It seems like you avoid the clubs like the plague if you want to. But if I have 3, 4, 5 clubs,
Yes.
you
And
play.
I'm your partner and I opened 1 no trump.
Yeah.
Those clubs could come in very handy. Remember that thing we played, that hand we played with all the diamonds
Yes,
in No Trump, and we got all those tricks and diamonds?
right.
So you could do the same thing in clubs.
I see.
You want a long suit in No Trump. You want a long suit. You want to pull out your opponent's cards in that suit and then make all your little ones good. It could work in clubs. It could work in diamonds. It could work in any suit.
Okay.
Okay, I would like you to come to, go to page 42, please. Sorry, not 42, 51, 51, 52, 52, sorry, 52.
See one on mine.
51 is the second page of the Jacoby Transfer. It's
Oh,
52.
okay.
52 has the sample hand. Am I correct?
Yes,
Yes.
So I think I said, oh, I didn't put down who the dealer was?
Mhm.
I did not put down who the dealer was. Let's make the dealer North. Okay, so if North is the dealer, please bid out this hand. Not counting out loud. Anybody been out today? Is it cold?
Not bad, but it's
Not
very
bad.
foggy and overcast.
Okay,
Raining, it's
just the
raining.
kind of day I'd love.
It's gonna rain later a lot. It's gonna rain heavy in the afternoon.
Okay, I'll have to make sure that I go for my walk after I say goodbye to you lovely people.
Well, you might not be able to, it's raining. Or
Okay.
you can take an umbrella.
Is
Take an
everybody
umbrella.
is everyone coming to the Tuesday class? I hope.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Good, that would be great.
And can I just ask if the papers are at the front desk yet to pick up for the?
I don't know.
I don't know they
Alright.
are not. Janine will be emailing them out either tomorrow or Monday. If you need to pick them up, you'll have to contact Janine. She's not in today, but you can call tomorrow or you can send her an email.
Misty,
Okay,
can I
thanks.
ask, is the lesson from last week on YouTube?
Let me check.
I don't think it is. Janine's a little slow usually in putting them together, putting them on.
So,
But I
okay.
will,
She's overwhelmed with backup.
okay, what I will tell you though, if you want to prepare for next week, the first class is going to be on what the last class in this thing was supposed to be Stamen. So if you look over Stamen, you'll have a head start. So next week's class, the first class of the intermediate is going to be basically Stamen and also a review of everything we learned in beginners, all the terms we used. So if you really hunker down and look over all your notes from Beginner's Bridge and look over Stamen, you're all
Okay.
set. Okay, so in about a minute, I'm going to ask you to go over the bidding with me. And then we will make a plan for making the contract.
So you gave Janine the pages. She just
I did.
maybe.
I
Okay.
brought Janine the pages about a week ago.
5,
And I don't know what happened after.
7.
James, did you have a question?
I don't have a printer, so I have to pick them up because I can't get them
You'll
through
have to
email.
contact Janine. She'll be in at the library tomorrow.
Okay,
Thanks, Mary Elaine.
Janine has an awful lot on her plate.
Yes, she does.
all right. I'm going to ask if we could maybe cut the conversation because people are counting and thinking.
All right.
6, 9, 11, 15, 17. 18.
Okay, let's go over the bidding, please. If North is the dealer, what did you put down as North's opening bid?
One no trump.
One no trump.
Shelley, you're giving me answers, but you're not.
Sorry.
But
One
I
no
read
Trump.
lips.
One
One
no
no
Trump.
Trump.
One no Trump.
No Trump.
Okay, so we have 6 and 5 is 11. We have 17 high card points. We don't count the extra point for the club, the extra club and no trump. Remember, it's only high card points. Even though we don't have a stopper in hearts, we could still open one no trump because that's a balanced hand. You're allowed to have one doubleton. Did everyone have one no trump as an opening bid?
Yes.
Yes.
Kind of guessed it because we're doing Jacoby and we needed an opening bid of no trump. That might have been how you cheated, but that's okay. All right. Now, East has 8, 9, 10, 11 points. Now, we
Who's that?
talked about overcalling with 10 points. Remember that? 10, 5, 2? But you don't really have an overcall hand here. Do you have a 5-card suit? Yes, you do. You have 5 hearts. But you don't have 2 stoppers in that suit. Plus, you'd have to overcall at the 2 level. And I'd like you to have opening points to overcall at the 2 level. Remember that?
Yes,
Have
yes.
10 points, you can only
That's
overcall at the
bad.
1 level. I know
Yes.
there's a lot of rules. I know. That's why study, review. But you don't really have a strong enough hand to overcall. So I'm going to suggest that you pass with that hand after North opens one no trump.
Right, that's what we said.
Does South have a 5-card major to show her partner?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
6.
She actually has 6, but that's okay. What is South's bid, everybody?
2 hearts.
Who got Jacoby Transfer? And West is, forget it. What does North have to bid?
2 spades.
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 And North is ready. If her partner has more points, North is ready to keep it in spades because she's got 3. So North knows that there's a fit there. East is going to pass. Unfortunately, South will pass.
2 points.
South will
Right.
pass. So here's the bid again.
There's 5
One,
spades.
guys, one no trump by North, pass by East, 2 hearts by South, pass by West, 2 spades by North, hoping her partner can keep bidding because she's got 3 pretty spades there, pass by East, and South will pass. Why will South pass? Remember we said if she has 8 or fewer points, she's just going to say, okay, we're in the right suit. I'm not going to bid anymore. Remember that? With 9 points, she keeps bidding. Well, she's sitting there with 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Not going
She
anywhere.
comes down as the dummy.
No.
Yes.
I'm not- yeah, well,
Yes, she comes down as the dummy.
All
So the
those spades
contract-
show in the dummy.
All the spades show in the dummy, but all the points show in the hidden hand.
I have a question.
Well, you have,
Question.
let me just finish. I will take the question in a second. So the contract is 2 spades
Correct.
and East is on lead. I'm going to answer the question and then I will ask you what you think East should lead. Yes, question?
If your partner opens one no trump and you have 5 or 6 of a suit, do you
Yes.
count the extra points? Do you give
Yes.
yourself the extra 2? You do, no
Yes.
matter what they open. Okay.
She has a
So this
choice.
person
She-
had, this person
No,
had
it's a
7
major.
points.
This is a transfer for a major suit.
Yes.
We're only doing it with hearts and spades. Bid diamonds to show you 5 hearts, bid hearts to show you 5
Right.
spades. Okay, but you see she's got 2 extra points for the 2 extra spades, or if you want her not to count those 2 extra spades, you can give her a point for each of the doubletons because there's a fit.
I see. Okay.
How does she know there's a fit? Because she's got 6 and her partner has 2. As soon as her partner says one no trump, she knows there's a fit in spades because she's got 6 and her partner had to have 2. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So she
But
can
she has
count
to
her,
pass.
she can count her doubletons. She's going to pass. And we're going to see that she would not make 4 spades. Let's count the losers right after East leads. Now, we haven't had a lesson in leading. You might be tempted to lead those aces. But I'm telling you, when you lead an ace, what you get for it is bupkis. I think you all know that word.
Mhm.
Your opponents are going to give you twos and threes. Well, you have a two, but your opponents are going to give you their lowest cards. I like the idea of leading a doubleton. We haven't gone into that yet. You know what she could lead? Now the doubleton. I like the doubleton. The 10 of clubs.
I like the doubleton because if your partner happens to win and it comes back, then you void after the second one, which could help.
Yes, that's exactly the reason. So here's something that I haven't taught you yet that I'm going to be teaching you in the lesson on leads. We haven't had a lesson on leads yet, have we?
No.
No. If you have a doubleton, you lead the higher of the two cards. You lead the 10 instead of the 6. And then next time you play the 6, your partner will notice, oh, she played a higher one the first time and the second time. That's a signal to show that she only has 2, which means I can play it back and she can trump it.
You're assuming we can remember.
Yes, I am. I have utmost faith in you. Okay, so the 10 of clubs is going to be led, and South puts her hand down on the table. And I've shown you how to do it, right? Because we're only looking at papers. I've shown you that when you're playing real bridge, and you'll see it if you play bridge on the computer, how they put the dummy hand down. You put it down in, what is this? This is columns, right? Rows goes this way, columns goes this way. You put it down in columns. So you put down one whole suit from high to low, one whole suit from high to low, one whole suit from high to low, one whole suit from high to low. That's how the dummy comes down on the table. And also, you put the dummy down so that the trump suit is on the left facing the declarer. So you put the trump suit down here. See declarer, it's on your left. If you're my partner, you're the declarer. It's on my right, but you're left. So it's like suit, 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 suit. That's how the trump suit comes down on the table. So the 10 of clubs is led. The dummy comes down on the table, and North will make her plan. North's making the plan because North's declarer. Why is North declarer? She's the first one to bid spades. How come she bid spades first when South has all those spades? Because South used Jacobi Transfer and told her to bid spades. How did she tell her to bid spades? By bidding the hearts. I know there's so much to know. Okay. James is looking at me like, shut up. I can't learn all this stuff anymore. All right. So South's going to count her losers. You're in a suit contract of 2 spades. She's going to count her losers. Losers in a suit contract. Suit by suit. Any possible losers in spades? Well,
No.
you're looking at East and West. And you're seeing that the jack is going to fall on the ace, the king, and the queen.
Yeah.
But North doesn't see East and West. North only sees that one card that East led, right?
Right.
North has the possibility of losing the jack of spades. And let me walk you through it. North has this top 3 spades, right? Ace, king, queen. She's missing 4 spades. One of them is the jack. If either East or West has 4 spades topped by the jack, she won't get the jack. Do you see that? Ace,
Yes.
king, queen, the jack.
Yes.
All right. So there's a possibility, but it's not likely. It's not likely. When you're missing 4 spades, for the 4 spades you're missing to be split 4 and 0 is mathematically relatively rare. Of course, unless I'm the one who's declaring, and then it's almost all the time. But that's my hard luck. Okay. So probably no losers in spades. In hearts, how many losers?
2.
Ain't nothing she could do about that.
Right.
In diamonds, how many losers?
2.
1.
I don't think 2.
I have
Well,
1.
possibly 2. It depends. If the ace of diamonds had been led, which some of you might have wanted to do, if the ace of diamonds had been led from East, she makes 2 tricks. So she throws off a low card on the ace, and then she has the king and the queen.
Right.
But she probably will lose 2 tricks in diamonds because she'll probably need the king to force out the ace, and then she's got the queen, but then she's got a loser in a little card. So she probably has 2 losers in diamonds, 2 losers in hearts, Already we're glad she didn't play in 4 spades. I'm hearing an echo again. Somebody needs to silence their other device. And now what about in clubs? She has the potential of a loser in clubs
Right.
because she's missing the king. It's time, well, she actually won't lose it. She won't lose it because of the lead. Because East will play the 10, South will play low, West sees the dummy. West will play the king. West will play her highest card, and North will top it with the ace. And so she won't lose the king. But she is going to lose 2 tricks in hearts, 2 tricks in diamonds, and that might be it. In which case, she will make an over trick. Her contract was 2 spades, right? She needed to make 8 tricks. She will make 9 tricks, and that extra trick is called an over trick. That doesn't mean she should have bid 3 spades. She gets the same points, and this is important. She gets the same points when you're keeping score for bidding 2 and making 3 as for bidding 3 and making 3. There is no advantage to bidding 3 unless you're inviting someone to game. So don't say, oh, I would rather play in 3 spades than 2 spades because it's more points. It's not more points. The more points comes in at game level. What's game level in spades?
4.
You bid and make that, then you get hundreds of extra points. But she's not going to make 4.
Question?
And
Yes,
are you on page 52?
I am.
Okay, thanks.
I am. Okay, so let's go over the play of the hand. There's no point in going over Stayman now. Okay, so if you have the hand dealt out, you can pull out the cards. Otherwise, we're just going to use our pencil and make little tick marks. 10 of clubs, 4 of clubs.
Why
From
not
South,
the jack?
because she's got the ace and the queen.
Okay.
And this way she's hoping that West will play the king. And she could take it with the ace and then still have the queen and the jack. That she doesn't have to sacrifice the jack to get out the king. Remember, third hand. West is third hand here, right? She's the third person to play in this trick. Third hand plays high.
Okay, all right.
Always?
Almost always. Almost always. King of diamonds, king of clubs from West, ace of clubs from North. She still has the queen and the jack. That was a nice trick. Okay, so she is now going to take the trump out. So as soon as you have control, assuming you have enough trump, assuming that you have at least 8 trump, which you should have to be playing in a suit contract, you want to pull out your opponent's trump. Notice she has high cards in the dummy and she has high cards in her hand. So right now, is she in her hand or is she in the dummy?
Her hand.
She's in her hand. She's in her hand. Let's play the ace of spades. Okay. East plays the 5. South plays the 2. Actually, South isn't playing anything. South is pulling out whatever North tells her to, but understand that. And West plays the 7. And as soon as that happens, North says to herself, good, I'm not going to lose the jack. And how does she know that she's not going to lose the jack? Because the spade she was missing would not split 4 and 0, because she saw a spade come out from each of her opponent's hands. You get that?
What did East play?
What did who play?
East.
6.
East played the 5.
It didn't matter as long as East and West each played a spade, right?
Right. As long as East and West each play a spade, that means that there's only 3 spades in one person's hand, or maybe it's even 2 and 2, which would be even better.
But
Then
it's
she only
not
has to
4
play
and all.
spade. Then she only has to play spades twice to get out all her opponent's spades.
Right.
But she's going to have to play it 3 times. All right. So she won that trick. She's still in her hand. She plays the queen of spades. She kind of would like to see the jack fall now, but it won't. 9 of spades from east,
4.
4 of spades, and now she's hoping the jack falls out of West's hand. That means it's split 2 and 2, but it won't. So what West is going to do is West is going to play the 7 of hearts. And the reason for that is we're going to learn about this when we learn about leads, is that it's a signal to her partner. She plays a low card from her best suit, tells her partner what her best suit is in case her partner gets the lead. She knows to play it. Just something to keep in mind. All right, so it's the Queen of Spades from north, the 9 of spades from east, 4 of spades from south, and a 7 of hearts. So DeClaire has been counting, and she knows there's one more spade out, right? She was missing 4 spades. She saw 2 come out on the first round, 1 come out on the second. That means there's still a spade left.
Jack.
And it's the jack.
Right.
So she's going to play that 3 of spades. It's the only spade she's got left in her hand. East plays the jack, and she beats it with the king and the dummy. And I guess West can throw off a low club. Has she lost any tricks yet?
No.
She hasn't lost any tricks yet. And she's going to stop playing trump because she's gotten out the opponent's trump. So she's going to use her trump for her own short suits. So she's got to create some short suits. All right. So right now she's in her hand, right?
Yep.
Okay.
No,
So-
the board. She won it with the king.
I'm sorry, she's
queen.
on the board, Let's leave that jack of clubs. And the 8 of clubs from West. Now, she could beat it in her hand, but then she's taking away one of her winners because that queen is a winner. So let's leave that queen right there and let's let that jack take the trick. How does she know the jack is going to take the trick? Because she already saw the king come out.
Yeah,
And
right.
she's got the ace and the queen.
The
So she
queen.
plays a little club from her hand, and I don't care what he throws off, a heart, a little heart. Okay, she's still in the dummy, right? With the jack of clubs.
Right.
She'd like to get to the queen of clubs, but she doesn't have any more clubs. So how can she get to the board? Oh, I know. She could play a low diamond, force out the ace from her opponent, and then she still has a high diamond for her to get what they call an entry into her hand. Is everyone following me?
Yes.
God bless you. Okay, so she plays a low diamond from the dummy, a low diamond from West, king or queen from North, your choice. East is going to beat it with the ace of diamonds. What will she play next?
Hearts.
The queen of diamonds.
Hearts.
Play the ace of
Queen of
hearts.
diamonds.
Ace of
Okay.
hearts. Ace of hearts. Low heart. Has what was I going to ask you? Has North lost the trick yet?
Yeah, 1.
Yeah.
Which one?
The ace
The
of
last
hearts.
one.
Ace of hearts.
Just
Ace of
now,
diamonds.
she's lost a trick.
That's the eight. Yeah.
That's the first trick, I believe. Am I correct?
Yep.
First trick she's lost. Ace of hearts, 3 of hearts from south, a low heart from 10 of hearts from west, and a low heart from north. So East looks and she sees that the dummy's pretty weak there in hearts. Maybe her partner has the king. She does. So she's going to play another heart back. Low heart. South plays the jack of hearts. West plays the king of hearts. North plays the 8 of hearts. South is sitting there with a good queen of hearts. And she's going to play it, even though the dummy is out. You know why she's going to play it even though the dummy's out? Because the dummy's also out of trump. Right?
No, it's not.
Oh, the
Oh,
dummy.
Yes, it is.
The dummy has 3 more
Not the
trumps.
dummy, not the dummy, the hand.
Yes.
The dummy
Deal.
has trump, sorry.
Right.
Yes,
Deal.
I got confused as to which one was the dummy.
Where's
She's
the
looking
queen
at
of
the dummy
hearts?
and she doesn't see any more hearts. So she's not going to play the heart because she sees the dummy and the dummy does have trump. So what's the best thing to play at this point?
Diamond.
I think a diamond. She doesn't know where the king, where the other winning diamond is. So she'll play a low diamond. Dummy plays a low diamond. Her partner can't do anything about that, plays a low diamond. And North beats it with the queen. If you played the king before, you play the queen. If you played the queen before, you play the king.
Okay.
So North's back in her hand, right?
Yep.
And she's got those delicious clubs to play now.
Yeah.
Queen of clubs draws out the opponent's last club, the 9, and all the rest of her clubs are good, and she makes all the tricks. So what did she lose? She lost the ace of hearts. She lost the king of hearts.
And the ace
She
of
lost the
diamonds.
ace of diamonds. Oh dear. She made 4 spades. She did make 4 spades.
Mm.
So even though she didn't really have the points to bid it, she actually made it through good playing. And the lead helped. That 10 of clubs lead helped, even though it was the right lead. But everything was just where it needed to be for her to make 4. Okay, we're running a little bit late. I'm going to stop. So the next lesson is Stamen. So look over Stamen.